Can you and I be friends?
Here we go.
This is Mainely Motorsports, a comprehensive rundown of all the local racing action with your host, Steve Perry.
People tell me when they see me, you're the guy, the mainly guy.
Highlights, in-depth interviews, and stories behind the action. Add to the show at 207-324-1220. Live on the radio, live video stream, and on demand as a podcast.
The goal of life is to have an empire, my mainly empire.
Now, let's get local. Mainly Motorsports.
Jeez, if you guys could have been here like 3 minutes ago, it looked like we were all running around getting in here. We're all late, and Andy just ran a marathon. Greg looks like he ran a marathon.
Well, that's not exactly what happened. I went to the gym, right, and what I did was I didn't have a lock. I didn't have a lock on my locker. And when you go to the gym, you don't put your...
What town is your gym in?
Sanford. You put your stuff.
First of all,
Dude, it's
I get the story.
There's two out
The
of
story's
4
done.
of us
That's
that
all.
have never been to a gym.
The one dude who actually locked his locker actually put his stuff in the locker that I was using. And by process of elimination, I had to go around to everybody and be like, hey, are you the guy that actually locked your locker? So my keys were in there, my towel was in there. I spent 20 minutes going around trying to find out, and it was just insane. It was like losing your keys, but you had to tell everybody and interact with everybody.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it was awful.
But you found him.
Yeah.
So-
not
So this
after
would be-
your text.
This would be one more reason
On
these
the
two would not
contrary.
go to the gym.
On the contrary, I was late because I was stuck in the drive-through line at McDonald's.
I was
Yeah,
going to
so-
say, I was going to say, he had time to get his drink, but he texts us that he's going to be late.
The opposite end of
Yeah.
the spectrum.
And then, of course, we're running late. Yeah.
So
We're running late because we had 2
I
grandbabies
was late
to
because
deliver.
I was in
at
the
the gym.
drive-through.
Yeah, at the drive-through. So I was laughing, Greg. So do you hear that little guy in the intro and the little like
Little guy?
the
Can
little
we
guy?
be friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I think of every time?
What?
Do you remember the night that we broke down and got towed?
Oh, no,
Yeah,
tell that
yeah.
story.
And the guy was like, "You guys make movies?" And I go,
Oh,
"Yeah."
they were
Oh,
bad. No,
no.
this might not.
Yeah,
This
and we-
radio friendly.
Oh
Radio
yeah, no.
friendly.
And the guy, and he wanted to climb out of his record because when I told him what kind of movies me and you made,
And you all
Yeah.
3 were sitting in the front seat
of
together.
the truck, yeah. So anyway,
Yeah.
welcome to this week's edition of
Yeah,
Mainly
that was a
Motorsports.
brickism right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm not promising you a great show, but I am promising
We're
you
totally unprepared.
one of those uneventful shows, right?
Let's get her out of the way, though. I want to thank our sponsors for making this happen. Our platinum level sponsors like Rejuvenate, Canna for providing the finest flour to the state of Maine, and they're still trying to get their retail cleared out. Talked to Trevor this weekend. So that's still moving forward, but they're, obviously need a couple of different hoops to jump through before that happens. And also Dow Excavating Inc., Matt and his crew over there looking for a qualified CDL driver, and reach out to dowexcavatinginc.com if you need to do so. A couple of different ways you can join the show. You can do it through, if you're just viewing us or listening to us, thanks for doing so at 104.3 FM, 1220 AM, seacoastoldies.com, also the Seacoast Oldies app, and through your smart speaker. If you want to watch us, please subscribe, like and subscribe to us on YouTube. So Seacoast Oldies on YouTube really, really helps our count. If you can hit the subscribe button as we stream this live, it will be available as a podcast across all streaming platforms afterwards. So that's Spotify, that's Apple, that's all the big ones. And this will be a video podcast as well. The number is 324-1220. We have a couple of guests to join in on the show today. I'm not sure if we're going to get the person who hung the sign out front of the defunct Beach Ridge Motor Speedway. Because,
if you want to call in.
yeah, if you want to out yourself on that one.
Admit your I don't know. Well, it was
Your
funny though, huh?
cleverness. Yeah.
Who like I don't know. I figured that person would have come out by now, or entity would have come out.
Yeah, anybody would have wanted to take credit for that one.
Why are people looking at me?
No,
No,
all
we're just looking around.
Looking around the room
Dude,
like,
like you're in the corner.
You got a guilty
yeah,
conscience.
yeah,
I know graphics, Greg Emerson.
Yeah, true.
So
I don't. It was not me.
So nobody took credit, and
I've reached out to 4 or 5 people, and
they all say no.
They all deny.
Deny.
Yeah, but isn't there legal? No, there isn't legal implications for that. I don't think. Right?
No, and
I don't care.
I had a theory,
What?
right? My theory, had that been properly installed, all right?
Like
Because it was
perfectly
sideways.
straight. It was a little crooked.
Had that been perfect,
Yeah.
that would have been AC's mic drop.
Wait a minute. You think he did it?
If it had been perfect.
Why would he do that?
Well,
Why not?
more
One
day.
more jab
One
at
more
everybody.
jab. Look at
One
Facebook.
more.
Wah, wah, wah.
One more jab.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Here
the
we are.
last one. The
He's
last
gotta-
jab.
Doesn't he always have to have the last word?
Yeah. No,
Like-
I never had entertained that thought.
Yeah.
One more jab
Think
at
of all the
everybody.
drivers' meetings. He's always the one that closes it. Boom.
It's my.
No, he would have autographed it.
No, one more. If that had been crooked,
Don't you
No,
think?
it was-
no, wait a minute. Let's stick with
I
this
mean,
theory.
one more straight.
It wasn't placed.
Let's stick with this theory for a
perfectly.
second. If he in fact did that, play on words unintentionally, wouldn't he take credit for it just to really rub it in? Why would he leave it anonymous?
Well, just
'Cause I don't think
now,
he did.
Now we're all talking about it again.
yeah,
One more time.
He's still.
You know what?
He's still in everybody's mind.
He's still in everybody's
Where
mind.
like, because that was my thing. I'm like, okay, cool, funny, cheap laugh, whatever. But like, it's getting to like, let's just let it go. Otherwise, it's turning into the racing version of "Are We Dating the Same Guy?" website, where it's just a broken people complaining and victimhood.
Speaking of that, we'll have that one of their guys on here later in the show, right? So we can get more information.
Oh my God.
So that was my theory that morning when everybody's
We're definitely
texting
asking
it-
him about that.
when
Yeah.
everybody's texting and everybody's this and that, and I'm
they're all
like,
putting it
well,
on
I literally
Facebook.
put a post up and like, had that been straight and perfect.
because
Right.
you know he needs it to
Yeah,
look
he ain't gonna let
exact.
that get hung
Yeah.
crooked.
So-
He's not gonna let Scott, Connor, and John McMullen
don't
hang
be
that
putting
crooked.
names out.
I mean, it's a wicked interesting
that would have
thought.
been his
I
mic
think
drop. Time, guys.
But
Here
Jabbed
I am,
everybody one more
time.
shot.
Yeah. And then goodbye.
just as a devil's advocate, now that I'm entertaining that thought, like if it's like an O.J. Simpson thing. If I did it, right? I mean, brilliant move, brilliant move.
Right.
Like it's brilliant.
It truly is.
I wasn't even offended by the whole thing. I was just like, cheap shot, whatever, haha, good laugh. Let's all move on, please.
Yeah.
But if that was in fact a like, all right, peace out, guys. I get the last laugh. I gotta respect it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would
kinda think
I
so.
respect that move. If
It's a
AC
little more.
put that sign up himself to like basically burn himself to the ground.
Don't
'Cause
respect
he's
it
already
it wasn't
been.
him.
Okay.
No. Oh, so you know.
Dude,
I don't know.
We could torture you. We could totally Suge Knight you and
Yeah.
just torture him.
You can go ahead, Suge Knight me.
Yeah.
I'll take it to my grave.
But that was.
Yeah. So it's not him? Can we just say it
Oh,
was for like
come on.
30 seconds?
Let's play it.
No, I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Oh.
Anymore, you didn't even start.
you haven't
That's
even
right. That's
started.
why I didn't.
You've not discussed any of it.
Oh my God. Honesty's the best policy.
He's
I
the-
want
he's-
the place has been dead. I almost just swore because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
irritated right now.
I was irritated by the whole
Yeah.
thing too. I mean, like,
we've all been over it, over it, and then that one more person
Like,
puts
The
this out
place is
there,
the place is near and dear to all of us,
right.
and
and he didn't care.
it's been gone.
Right.
So
For
just
3 years.
Yeah, just let it go. Just enough's enough.
Yes.
so do you think somebody's ego's not big enough to want to do one more time?
It was.
No, it wasn't.
No, I believe Greg because I
no,
didn't know.
I'm
I
sure.
do.
I do too.
I
but
just
I
like my
the
theory.
I love
theory
your
was a
theory.
good
Dude,
theory.
I love
Yeah.
your theory. If Greg wasn't in the room, I'm going with that theory for the rest of my
yeah.
life.
Yeah, you guys can. I'm.
No, we're
just
not,
over
'cause
it.
you
No,
know.
now you've just
I don't
changed
know.
the whole.
Yeah.
I have theories, but I don't know.
Oh well, so,
Well,
so
we all
we're
have
back on the
theories.
table.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm back, so
We're
I
back
squeezed
in. We're
my way
back
back in.
Doesn't he know graphics? Yes, I think he does. Right?
Oh, sure he does. Yep.
Yep. I don't know. I respect
Well,
it. I respect
like,
the hell out of it
seriously,
if it happens.
you could get that
It's an
done.
unpopular opinion, but
Oh,
so what?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm that much of a jerk anyway in real life. So like as you know, you game respects game.
Yep.
All right.
No, I
Yep.
think let's jab him one more. That's
Yep.
really
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's get him going.
So on the complete
Anyway.
opposite end, from a track that's burned to the ground and gone, and there's just a sign that we're talking about, to a track with a beautiful sign and a marquee event. Congratulations on the DKR race on Friday night over at LST. Tell us a little bit about what happened to you guys over the weekend.
Oh, I mean, just success.
Let me blow it down for you. Ready?
Mhm.
Steve was waving to the crowd, shaking hands,
Yeah,
kissing babies.
as it should be.
Debbie's doing all the work.
Okay.
No.
Oh no. I mean, I will say he did all the behind the scenes work. The
He's
day
getting his
of
mother photos too.
the day of the race, the boy was the mayor. That's all he does.
Well, that's his role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
I know.
you're the Richard Jordan of the thing. Vanessa runs all
absolutely.
of Wisconsin.
Absolutely.
So
Same.
you just gotta make it happen.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
he did all the prep work. He made.
I'm Steve's one of my best friends. That's
No,
why
no,
I'm
we know
poking
what
on
you're
him.
saying.
Right, no, I get it.
but that day, yeah.
But
he's there.
Sometime
to-
in the show, he's going to make fun of me about being fat.
Well, you've already set yourself up of like, well, I was late to the show. Well, why, Greg? Because I was in the drive-thru at McDonald's.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you surround yourself with good people.
We have
and
the
you
best
let them
help.
do
Yes.
their job, and we
Right.
do. From obviously my right hand person. You know what I mean? She does everything she has to do. Ryan Phillips, his dad Ray, the entire staff. It started with the preparation leading up to the week, all the sponsors, and everything. You know, everybody knew it was our marquee event, so it had to happen. And the track got paved this year, so obviously, but it's not the track that they've become accustomed to racing on because the grip isn't there. So it's a different track.
So your guys that come from all around the Northeast that had built a notebook on what that track is like, that just went right out the window.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, they
So-
even said
so
a little
we-
disadvantage for them. Yeah.
So we have a drivers meeting, you know, at the beginning of the night, but then before the race, we have a drivers meeting with the 21 combatants that are going to put on the show
You put 21 carts on that 5th mile
on the track.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
Jeez.
it's
So-
a show.
It's like a milk bowl.
Yeah.
It
So
was great.
So as I stand there and I say, okay, guys, now PT Bonham is turning this over to you guys. We've done everything we can do. We've packed the place. We've done everything. Now it's up to you guys to put on the show.
Guys and girls, 'cause-
we had a girl, Missy Boots, is
Missy
one of the
Boots.
most
Best.
popular. She's won indoor at Allentown, and everybody knows about her. Traveled up from Carlisle to be a part of this event. Some of our locals were now in the show. So I said to them, now it's up to you guys to put on the event that all these spectators have paid to watch and witness and everything. So I'm not going to let what we put 4 years into anybody ruin it. The track is not the track that you guys have become accustomed. The grip isn't here. So now you got to race the track that we have given you. Next year it'll be a better track. So don't turn it into the show that we don't want to see and they don't
Yeah,
want to see.
like the mod tour at Wilkesboro
Yeah.
or the Cars tour at Hickory.
So don't do that. So what we did, we implement a rule that once you go a lap down, it's not a points race. It's not from 11th to 21st, all pays $200. So once you go a lap down, your day is done. Pull off. Have a nice day. Thank you for participating.
Get out of the way.
You're over.
Yep.
whose idea was that?
That the competitors on year one, when we had this drivers meeting on the infield at the beginning of the race.
So
These
no
guys-
lucky dogs.
There's no lucky,
lucky
dogs.
dogs.
So they all say, year one, this is how we do it. This is how big races do it throughout the country.
This is how we do. it.
Yeah, yeah. So we've
Yeah,
continued.
thank you for the counter vocal. And
So
Steve's
this
like, I
is
have
how
no
we
idea.
continue.
Yeah,
So
again.
so they do this. So
Yeah.
they know that. So we never have a problem with some guy that's 3 laps down racing for 15th wanting to be an idiot. So then I let all the competitors know that just because of this and the track is a little greasy, a little not the grip, that somebody racing for 12th to 15th and not having a cart that may be the competitiveness that they think they got, not if they're going to be an idiot, that I will end their day. And, you know, once they've had 2 or 3 cautions and they're that guy,
But we
that-
didn't have that. Yeah.
he won't finish. I'll just pull him off the track and have a nice day and, you know, come back next year. We did not have that. We had a caution on lap 1, minus spin, caution on lap 3, minus spin. Then they went 47 laps. The race was over in 13 minutes. Phenomenal. People
Amazing. It
on
was-
the edge of your seat.
I mean, still.
Yeah, I think
like,
kart racing's pretty fun.
It,
I mean,
it was amazing.
Yeah, and the kid that won it, Brian Sullivan, 3-time winner, started 18th, drove through the field.
So he won the hard luck.
The hard charger,
Charger.
the halfway leader, and so he took home over $5,000. I mean, it was just phenomenal. Everybody,
It was a great race.
I should know the answer to this, but
One thing, like Brian Sullivan, he races SK Lights at Stafford.
Yeah.
oh right.
He chose to go to Richmond, Maine to run a go-kart race
because it pays more.
because it was more prestigious, pays more.
You know,
than
I like
his weekly. Well, he doesn't race weekly. He
No.
races
but you know
on
that's
and
that's
off,
his
but
that's
yeah.
his platform. Can we call it karting? It just like adds
Yeah.
more
What it is.
legitimacy to it. Like go karts to me,
Yeah,
nothing-
go-karts people think is fun town.
aquabogging
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
stuff like that. Yeah. Like there's a bar in between the tires that
Yeah,
you can't
yeah,
go
yeah,
off the track. Yeah, karting. It sounds more professional, you know. And okay, rookie question: they don't have spotters, do they?
No.
They should, because they're so quick and they're so
Well,
like
they're almost
in
too
the
quick
moment.
to have a spotter.
Yeah.
Listen, I advocate
spotting.
spotting.
Would you want to spot
But
that race?
there's
No.
times when you
They're too
gotta
quick.
you gotta learn on your own.
Yeah.
Like when you're in a go-kart, you're not buckled in like you are in a stock car with the big headrest, all that. Like, you can look over. If you can't tell there's a guy right here, then you probably should be having a hot dog watching.
Yeah.
Okay? So,
Yeah.
and that goes for some lower divisions in regular track racing, I
Yeah.
think. You know? You
No,
gotta,
but it was-
you got to
No,
learn on your
but
own. at
It
that
was
point.
phenomenal. The program was over. It was run efficiently, and everybody from the support divisions to
Well,
the
and
crowd.
it was nice because, obviously we had Brian Sullivan win, but we had Tyler Gilly second. He's a regular.
Yeah,
Yeah.
one of our
You know,
locals.
it wasn't just all the big the guys that chase the money karting. It was our locals in there.
Yeah, it was a great night. I'm glad, I called it, and there was no irony or shade. It was legit, like a compliment. I think it's the greatest spectacle in karting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There really
truly,
isn't.
no.
It's a takeoff on the Indy 500, obviously, but I think what you guys have accomplished there with the money that you put up, and Derek and his crew, he was a great guest last week. Putting that whole event, you've made racing a karting race a marquee, right?
Yeah, the spectators are coming, the race fans. When you walk around and you see, super late model guys walking around the pits, and people that are, race fans from all over New England walking around the facility and want to be a part of it and are following along on Speed Hive and Race Monitor and, asking.
That's your next step.
Yeah.
Your next step is to get that televised.
Slow down, Skippy. Slow down, Skippy.
I would recommend Mark Baudre, who does race.
We
we
tried
have
to go.
talked to
Our
him in
problem
the
is
That
we don't
dude-
have Wi-Fi enough.
He's one of the smartest dudes
Yeah,
out there.
and we've
when it comes
talked
to that.
about
Yeah.
it because
'Cause
we'd
last year we
we'd
were
have to get a
trying to.
Friday night that doesn't coincide with one of their race day TV programs, whether it's Claremont or Lee or
Lee,
something.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
But-
we've talked about it. And,
We're gonna work on it.
You know me. I like to take baby steps, right, Andy?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Exactly.
Yeah, Mr. Baby Step himself.
We do have to take a little baby step away before we continue with the program. It is Mainly Motorsports here on Seacoast Oldies, show number 709. We're back in 60 seconds. Getting older doesn't have to feel like it's a constant battle. Rejuvenate Canna offers just for you. No pills, and you don't have to go through a series of specialists to get the relief you need. Rejuvenate Canna supplies dispensaries with the highest quality handcrafted flour across the Northeast. Connect with Rejuvenate Canna on Facebook and Instagram and stay connected for a new chapter of Rejuvenate. But more on that later. Rejuvenate Canna Quality, care, consistency. Retired doesn't mean you're done. If you've still got the drive, Dow Excavating has the wheel. Dow Excavating of Hollis is searching for a part-time CDL driver. You'll drive parts of York and Cumberland counties. Local routes for a family company with local roots. Competitive pay for someone who's put in the miles and enjoying the ride of life. Find more information at dowexcavatinginc.com. That's dowexcavatinginc.com. Dow Excavating is an equal opportunity employer.
And now, back to Mainly Motorsports.
Well, we're back here on Mainly Motorsports, and before we get yabba dabba doing it, I'm going to go to some results. And over here from Star Speedway this past weekend, they ran two programs. The Friday nights, they had the dwarf cars in action. Tom Harwood picked up the win. The Muddy Trucks was Kyle Chandler. The Pro V8s was Mitch Wendell. The Bandoleros was Grayson Day, and the Nelcar Legends was Jake Kelly. And then on Saturday night, the late models, the Don Francis Memorial, Jimmy Renfro Jr. picked up the win. Then the R&R Street Stock Tour, JT Cashman. The Slingshots, Callie Osborne, picked up her first win. Don and Aileen Costner, the Memorial night for the six shooters was Patrick Jocelyn. And the Cruiser, the Crown Vic Cruisers was Jake Michaud, picked up the win.
Right on. Good couple nights over there at Star Speedway, and Tyler Morse and his crew are building more and more and things as he's promoting races. I love to see what he's doing. Really excited to be at Oxford over the weekend. I took in the Sunday show, got there in time to watch our first guest have one heck of a show. He was right up in the thick of things, almost picked up a win, got a trophy for a special girl, and we're going to talk to him now. I'd like to welcome the man they call the mayor to the program. Mr. Matty Sanborn, are you on the air with us?
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.
Nice. Well, good evening.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Mainly Motorsports, Matty. And been even if you had been stuck with second place on Sunday, it was still a phenomenal day for you. And then to be upgraded in one position just made that day that much more special, didn't it?
it really did. You know, you hate to win them by tech. However, all three of us, Bowie, Varney, and myself, racing like that the last 13 laps or so. I mean, I'm going to say this: who cares where we finish? If we race like that and come to the line like that, I mean, to me, that's what it's all about, and it was awesome. And we just ended up with a little bit bigger trophy than normal, you know.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun, you know, a lot of fun, and that's what it's all about for me. So.
No, and it's, you've been on again, off again over the last few years. You know, you've always supported that modified division since you've made that jump, and you're always willing to help other competitors, whether it's younger ones coming in, older ones, and you just thrive and try to give back, and this year's no different.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and I think you know this, Steve. We've talked before that this is a good working man's class, and this is the top for me. So, I do everything I can to get people involved in this class, and wherever it is, there's been a couple different places over the years, and it's just a lot of fun for me to be a part of that. And we love playing up the mayor thing and all that. I mean, it's great. To me, it's so much fun. I don't know how to describe it other than that. And again, if we can run up front, it's even better. But we got a good mix of we've always had a good mix of younger guys, and then you get some older guys that kind of want to get back into racing maybe, or want to step back. But
yeah, didn't Joe Bessie join you guys earlier this year?
He did, and I was just going to say, I have raced in the last several years. I have raced against, back several years ago, Dale Shaw stepped back. Remember, he ran a mod for a while, but then I've raced against Tracy Gordon. He's raced one a few times. Kevin Durgan. And Joe Bessie, I mean, it's awesome for me. I'm out there having fun because these are the guys I watched when I was 12 years old.
Yeah, that's wicked cool.
Nobody ever kind of mentions that, but I'm like, that's wicked awesome. They've all turned some laps in the mod fairly frequently in the last 6 or 7 years, and to me, that's Hall of Fame stuff for me. You know what I mean? That's awesome.
Yeah, I love it
to run with those guys. It's a lot of fun.
Matt Sanborn is our guest here on Mainly Motorsports. He did pick up the W after post-technical inspection. And everybody on Facebook was talking about. My eyes were telling me that this was a great race that I think people are going to be talking about the rest of the year. When we do our top 5 races list that we see, the past mods. I know they went through, and I ask you because you've been there for a long time. They went through, I would say, some growing pains where there was a level of aggression that you don't necessarily see anymore. What has been the change in the series to racing with respect, but close, but not completely taking people out like you saw a couple of years back? How has that changed?
Well, that's a very good question, Andy, and I thought about this today. Actually, I was delivering packages thinking about this because it was a couple of years there where it was pretty rough, and we really had to... and it wasn't anything very specific. It's just a lot of chopping, a lot of dive bombing guys, and I honestly, I think it's just time. I think people just are realizing that you don't have to do that, and again, this year has been super clean, and there's guys, I know, so there's a young kid, Tyler Connolly there. He just got a mod, and he's super fast and awesome, and he's been inches off my bumper, but he hasn't hit it. And that's awesome. Good. That's good. That's what we want. We want close, hard racing, especially from the younger guys, and not, slamming in and filling holes that aren't there, And I personally try to tell people, good job. If I see something there, hey, you did good out there, keep doing that. And I think it's just kind of slowly come around to where everybody realizes that you don't need to do that. And, I also think, we've gotten a little bit of different shock program. We're on the same shocks as ACT, and that evens us out a little bit more. And I don't know if this is a factor. Bowie mentioned something the other day that out of 14 of us, we were all within a tenth and a half at one point. And, and again, that can actually cause wrecks, right? But it also, I think some of the guys' cars feel pretty good, and so they don't feel like they're out of shape, and they kind of holding their line better maybe. I don't know. It's just... I'm thankful for it, and again, I've a couple of different times this year. I know opening day we were at Star. I've never driven around Rick Thompson Jr. at all. He seems like a great guy. And he was his first mod race at a track he'd never seen before or raced on before, and he did a hell of a job. And I made a point to tell him, hey, you're doing it right. Do it right. Keep doing that. Hold your line. Get in there and pass and do the right thing. And I don't know. It's refreshing to see it be, for the most part, very clean and changed its ways a little bit. And I'm super proud of the division for that.
How'd you come up with the green scheme? You were white and blue for so many years, and then black.
Well, yep. So the green, I just wanted to be different. But first of all, Jeff Cale's my hero, okay? And he built me my car, and we become pretty good friends. And it was a similar green. It wasn't exactly like his. But I'm not a huge copycat guy. I don't really like that. But I'm like, I had asked him, I said, why did you go green a few years ago? And he's like, well, he had red and yellow for years. And he's like, everybody was doing red and yellow, so I went with something nobody had. And I'm like, man, that's what I want to do, So the green it was kind of a hit, because nobody has a green modified, and I loved it.
Yeah.
But the story of changing it to gold is pretty special too. So.
Well, right on, Matty Sanborn. How many years have you been? How many years you been doing this now?
Oh boy, total. I mean, I turned my first laps in a Wildcat at Beechridge in 1995, and it was the night that the Jeff Gordon was there, Ricky Rudd, and I believe Ricky Craven were signing autographs. There's been some pictures posted recently of that night of that event, and that was my first ever laps. And listen, I'll get on here, I'll say it a million times. My first ever, it was a Wildcat semi-feature, and Dave Oliver won it. And I always say my first ever race, Dave Oliver won that race. And that's a memory that's etched in my brain forever,
Hey, speaking of pictures in Beechridge, you didn't hang that sign, did you?
I did not.
That was not you?
I'm going to bed with my theory. I don't care.
I kind of like it, actually. Have you heard Steve's theory? Matt, have you heard Steve's theory?
That?
Have you heard Steve's theory about this?
No, I haven't.
Oh, Steve, you tell him.
My theory is that was Andy Cusack's mic drop.
He thinks he hung it himself.
Very well could have been. Yeah.
I know. It seems ridiculous until
So
you're
you
like,
really think about it.
wait
Yeah.
a minute. Wait a minute. It's not a bad idea.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Had it been hung straight, because he would never allow it to be
it's a little
crooked.
That might not be him.
Wow, man.
that's funny. Wow.
So I happen to be friends with Matty Sanborn, and I know that he's a package handler.
Yeah, how many packages you handled today, buddy?
Yeah.
I handled 169. What do you think of that?
Yeah.
Ah, right.
Good job, Bunny Blue.
Nice.
Hey, tell the story about why you
The
went
gold,
pal.
yeah.
Tell the story why you went gold, and then
right.
we'll talk about. I don't know if you know a lot of the info about the Emma's ride this weekend, but we'll talk about that at the end of your story.
When Oxford opened up this year, I bought a ribbon for Emma Treadwell, who's battling, some childhood cancer, and that's the gold. The ribbon is the awareness for that. And I've always been pretty close with Kyle Treadwell and Vanna Brackett. I love them. They're great friends. And as the season has gone on, I've kind of befriended them more. And Lydia, my daughter, who's 10, so she's much older than Emma, but she's been coming in the pits with me a lot, and she befriended Emma and Peyton and the whole gang there, and she absolutely loves them, and she loves being a part of the races. And of course, they live and breathe racing in that family. So I mean, Lydia's right on cloud nine every time she comes and sees them. And we were talking. She's like, "Dad, you really ought to do gold numbers like Emma's grandfather, Timmy Brackett did, and of course Kyle's car has gold numbers." And I'm like, "Yeah, we could probably do something like that." She goes, "Wait a minute. What if we painted your whole car gold?" And I'm like, "Oh, okay." She's like, "We can do this. That'll be for Emma." And I'm like, "All right." And first of all, whatever Lydia says, I do. So, because I'm a girl dad, and so
That's nice.
We painted it gold, and again, it kind of turns out to be a pretty unique color and kind of cool anyway. But it's just to, I know it's just painting a race car, but we support the people we love, and to have my little girl come up with the idea, it was even better, and just to show that nobody fights things alone, no matter what the problem is, and it's just pretty special to me because, again, I've grown closer to them this year, and I think they're great people, and we can joke and laugh and tell stories, and it's just amazing, and anything we can do, just a little support. No matter what, it makes makes us all feel better.
Matt Sanborn's our guest here. He comes off the win and some strong runs at the past modifieds at Oxford Plains Speedway. You know, you mentioned your daughter Lydia and how she's taught you different things on your race car. What else has she taught you as far as music? It looks like to me, and correct me if I'm wrong, but she's really into music and she's really into the things that she's into. What are you into as a result of being her dad?
Oh my God! Okay, you're gonna laugh at this, but we have a lot of Taylor Swift going on.
I knew it. Yes, and you know that she announced the album today. Okay,
Right?
no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So,
Steve's like, huh?
Yeah.
right. So we did, but I tell you, she is getting diverse like her dad. Like some of the stuff, I'm like, what? She'll like, hey, can I search up a song? I'm like, yeah, and then she'll play it. I'm like, wow, Lynn, that's awesome. Like, so obviously we're Swifties, but she's really getting diverse, which I love because I've always loved that about you, Andy. You know, like we love all kinds of different stuff, you know, and but it's she's got a lot of her dad in her that way. So
What's your
it's pretty
favorite?
awesome.
What's your favorite Taylor Swift song?
Oh my God,
I
Probably,
couldn't even name one.
that-
So.
I got a top three.
This is kind of lame, but this is the one. It's the one that rambles on. It's about Harry Styles. The one that goes on and on there.
Oh, the one
I
that's
can't even.
is at the end of Red, and it's like 7 or 8 minutes
Yeah.
long. Yeah, I love that song. Yeah, I don't know the name of it, but it's like whatever. People talk about Taylor Swift and how she's this or that. I mean, some of her stuff
She's
is
amazing.
it's as good as
podcast.
Van Morrison,
She's
guys.
amazing.
It's as good as Carole King.
Yeah. No,
Listen,
he's like, huh?
I was sending Debbie to see her last year.
Oh my God!
Next
no.
time you can send me too.
Well, no. Well, that's a
We'll
story
go.
for a different time because we're still talking to Maddie. But
Blank space.
yeah.
Blank
No.
space is number one.
Yeah, no. So, Maddie, how special is it to have Lydia there with you in the pits? Like we
it's
saw
huge
you
for
at
me.
Celtics, and obviously you guys had
Yeah,
a good
well,
time, and
Right. So she loves racing, and she, even when she was younger and didn't come in the pit, she was really into it. And now, this is back. In July we had the big race, and we was on our pace laps. This sums it up. We were on our pace laps for the heat race, and I'm scuffing my tires and getting all fired up, and the lights are out, and I come out of turn 2. And I look up in the stands, and she's holding up her like a heart symbol with her hands.
Oh.
And,
That's
wild. And she's got her radio. She was on the radio all the time with me. I mean, she lets my buddy Kyle spot, but she'll under yellow. She's like, "You're doing good, Dad." I'm like, "Sweet, I'm in 17th, kid."
So she hasn't really got it figured out yet.
she's still proud of
Right.
Dad. She's proud.
Yeah, she's so proud of Dad. But in that moment, actually, Vanna Brackett Treadwell took a picture of that, and I have that picture. And you can see my car on the track and her giving her the heart.
sweet.
Oh, that's cool.
So-
Yeah.
That
So-
kind of sums it. Like she hasn't expressed interest about racing, so don't get excited about me going up to the go-kart.
Oh, that's all right.
Steve, he's just
So,
recruiting.
so listen, before we let you go, there is one
Yeah.
more moment that I want to talk about that I know
Okay.
that you'll carry with you for the rest of your life, and it isn't behind the wheel, it's on the mic. Tell everybody about how special that was for you last August when you got to be the guy that coached. And that's probably the wrong word, but you were the guy on the mic to help Jeff Taylor get that elusive 250. A lot of people don't realize
He
that.
spotted Jeff Taylor.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So I have goosebumps right now just thinking about it. Like so. Me and Jeff become pretty close, and as the weekend went on, early Saturday, he didn't have his spotter. I think it's the last couple of years it was Seth Brown. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he had other commitments because Jeff wasn't sure if he was going to run or not. So I'm like, hey, I'll do it. I got some experience, and he's like, yeah, sure. And like we just and it's kind of a little ragtag crew, right? I mean, I say ragtag.
Yeah.
Scott Shabak is kind of the crew chief. I mean, he's not rag, but you know what I'm saying. It wasn't
Yeah,
like
just the
But,
throw together
yeah,
group.
Throw together last
Right.
minute.
And- Right, and it was my best friend Kyle got to change tires too. So I mean, anyways, the race goes on. We have the rain delay, and after that rain delay, when that car really come to it, like I'm like, man, this is happening. We're going to the front, and we're talking, and Scott would chime in too. So Scott helped a lot, but I'll never forget it when he took the lead. I think it was from DJ, right? Like with 23 to go or something like that, and then Bubba's coming. I'm like, man, this is unreal, and Bubba gets like a few inches from his bumper, and we were just like, myself and Scott are like, drive it, drive it for everything it's worth, because you're the best. He's 9-time champion. He can do this. And there was a moment there where he pulled away with, like, I don't know, 3 or 4 to go, and I'm like, this is friggin' happening. And I couldn't even, you can't even comprehend what that's like, because all that hard work that he's done and all the cars he's built that have won that race and all that energy, and he doesn't even race anymore. It was that one time a year he was doing it, which is unheard of to be that competitive, you know, and when he took that checkered, man, it was like, that is, so I have some serious awesome memories of racing with my dad and my wins and stuff, and that's all on a different shelf than this one. This racing memory of being on the radio with Jeff Taylor when he won his walk-off, you know, 250, you know, retiring, that's really at the top. I mean, that's the top memory for me. Nothing will top that.
Yeah.
You know, like that's something that's never going to happen again, and like, it's just absolutely amazing to be a part of, and you know, I'm so thankful to have the opportunity for that, and like, those are memories that'll absolutely never fade, because that was some night right there. You know, like I said, I got goosebumps right now just talking about it.
No,
there was
exactly.
not one person that wasn't happy for that whole group of people,
Right.
you know, that night.
Right. Yep.
So
Yep. It was just to be a part of that, you know, and you know, because he doesn't need any driving coaching, but just to be on there and talking him through some stuff, and I say this too, like in Scott, because Scott never won that race, and he's a main racing legend.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
But he was kind of acting crew chief that weekend, and I mean, that was amazing. Like, for him to be part of it too, you know, and just unbelievable. When they threw that checker and I got to run down, you know, out of the spotters area there at Oxford, I was like, this is unreal. Like, you're never going to top this, you know. And I knew in my heart that no doubt in my mind that he was never going to run again. You know what I mean? And like, because we talked about that some, and just pretty awesome. And I will give a shout out. I am going to spot for Ryan Littlefield this year. So
nice.
I mean, yeah, hopefully we make the show and have a good run, you know, and a lot of fun. So.
You can deliver him to victory lane.
Oh!
I saved that up for 3 minutes.
There we go.
That was awesome.
that's a
No,
good
it wasn't.
Yeah.
It's the kind of show we're having today.
Oh, dude, I love it.
You're right.
Well, I think we've taken up a little too much of Maddie's time.
Yeah,
He's
you've
gotta
been a
go
great
handle some
guest.
Yeah,
packages.
Thank you
Well,
so
Wait a minute,
much.
are you done with the 169, or do you have more to go?
Oh no, I'm all done.
Okay.
I'm all done. I punched out. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Well, Matty Sanborn, the Maine's most famous UPS driver, and
Drive that truck, Dale.
most
Yep, yes,
recent winner here at the Past Mods. Oh yes, what are the Past Mods doing on 250 weekend? What day are you guys running?
We're running Saturday and Sunday, and Saturday is a regular race for us. But on Sunday we actually have it's just a 50 lapper, but we have a lot of lap sponsors and lap leader sponsors and different position sponsors for each lap. And I really got to thank Dan Morris and Canna Equipment Rental for sponsoring the division, because he puts on this and really promotes that. And I know I bought a lap, and
I bought
know
4.
some of my yeah,
She did.
see?
Yeah.
One of
He's
my sponsors bought.
Yeah.
Well, he's a
couple,
great
so-
sponsor for us. Yeah,
Yeah, he
amazing.
does so much for the sport. You know, Oxford,
Yes,
Pass, you know, LST
And-
Motorsports
yeah,
Park.
he's great.
You know what I mean? He's
Yeah, awesome.
huge.
Yep. I'm so thankful for him, but so that's kind of our big. We've had extended lap races that are you know, quote, bigger, but 250 day for us is a big day. There's a little more money on the line, and everybody wants
Big
to win
crowd.
250 day,
Yep.
right?
Yeah, he's a main kid,
so
man.
that's it. Yeah, so we're gonna give her a whirl. We're gonna do this.
Well, maybe
Somebody's
it'll
gonna
be a
win it,
big
right?
weekend for you from the driver's seat,
Hopefully.
Matty.
Yeah, I hope so. Gonna try like heck.
So, hey, we had one more quick question. What was that thing you were on? What was the website or
He
the
wasn't on
Facebook
it.
page? Weren't you
Oh,
on it?
no.
Or didn't somebody throw you out there?
Oh,
We
No.
gave the same guy.
yeah.
Were you on that?
Big guy. Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, they were throwing you under the bus?
Yeah.
Oh,
They were
bad.
taking him 3
But, you know,
wide.
Oh,
they were.
no.
They were relentless, and I didn't even get lucky. It was
Really?
crazy.
Right?
See, it's a good thing that I'm in a relationship with you, Debbie. Could
Oh,
you
yeah,
imagine what I'd be
Oh,
out there
you
now?
would definitely
Please.
be on that page.
285 pounds. I
Oh,
went
no,
from
now he thinks
395
he's
to
Mr.
285. I'd be like a.
What?
It'd be bad,
Tell
wouldn't
me,
it, Greg?
Tell me what should be. honey.
Wouldn't it be bad, Greg? All my friends, and you know this, all my friends, I
Oh,
would be
stop.
the pizza store in their phone. They wouldn't even be
Pizza
allowed
store.
to
Oh,
have my
please.
phone
Is that
number
a
in their
code?
phone. They would be.
That's awesome.
I don't know anything
You
about
know
that.
I would be.
Oh, God.
I would be. If I had money,
He's
my
been-
life would be
he's
the
been-
Wolf
He's
of
got
Wall
that.
Street.
you
He's got
had
that
money-
look in his eye right
yeah.
Wouldn't
now.
it be
Oh,
great?
look at him go.
You know what look I'm
He's
talking
been
about?
telling
He's
the
off
story
track.
Since Friday night, and we're still waiting.
My life
so.
would be the Wolf of Wall Street. That would be.
Oh, boy. Anyway, Matty, you've been a great guest.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Can't
much.
wait to see you at the 250,
He'd be
Bob.
the Wolf of Motel 8.
Oh, yeah,
That's
no
where he'd be
kidding.
living.
Oh, my
Oh, yeah.
gosh.
Bring it. Come see me at the 250.
All right, Matty,
Good
thank you
luck.
for joining us. That's Matt Sanborn, everyone, and
See you later.
207-324-1220, 324-1220. I think it's a good opportunity to take our final break. We're back in. We're going to flex in 60 seconds.
Retired doesn't mean you're done. If you've still got the drive, Dow Excavating has the wheel. Dow Excavating of Hollis is searching for a part-time CDL driver. You'll drive parts of York and Cumberland counties. Local routes for a family company with local roots. Competitive pay for someone who's put in the miles and enjoying the ride of life. Find more information at DowExcavatingInc.com. That's DowExcavatingInc.com. Dow Excavating is an equal opportunity employer. Getting older doesn't have to feel like it's a constant battle. Rejuvenate Canna offers natural relief, thoughtfully made, just for you. No pills, and you don't have to go through a series of specialists to get the relief you need. Rejuvenate Canna supplies dispensaries with the highest quality handcrafted flour across the Northeast. Connect with Rejuvenate Canna on Facebook and Instagram, and stay connected for a new chapter of Rejuvenate. But more on that later. Rejuvenate Canna. Quality, care, consistency.
And now, back to Mainly Motorsports.
Are we
Steve,
back? What?
you can come up for air. You're good?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
breathing
good.
now?
Bob.
Breathing?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw
Oh.
a few more results at you.
We're waiting for one more call. So if that comes
If
in,
it calls, I'll
Well,
stop.
cut him
Yeah.
off. Cut him off.
you're
me
cut off, Harry.
All right. Yep.
He needs it.
I get shut off, cut off. I
Oh,
get it all.
please, yeah.
So over at Lee USA Speedway this past weekend, there was the ice cream man, right? Wasn't that guy that used
Yeah.
to Walter? Yep. In the super streets, Cam
What about
Huntress-
Walter? Isn't he? Is he?
He's passed.
Passed
No,
away.
He's
yeah,
passed.
yeah,
They honored him
This is
with.
They
somebody
honored it. It was
Steve
cone
actually
night.
knows his past.
Yeah, yeah.
It was
I know.
cone night.
Yeah, because
Is
I
he-
used to
He
get
was
ice
the
cream.
ice cream guy.
He was the guy who just walked
Yeah.
around.
No,
Ice.
no,
No, no,
No.
no.
He
Ice cream sandwiches.
Ice cream
Ice cream
sandwiches.
sandwiches.
Pay attention.
Pay attention.
That's
All right.
what he was. All
Super
right.
Streets. Oh, we got a phoner?
Did we get him?
Sorry, Super Street winner. We're going to talk about you at 7:00 here tonight because we do have another live guest here on the program. Welcome to Mainly Motorsports. You're live on the air. Hello.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, it's John Espernette.
Hello,
Yeah, maybe John
John.
can tell us who won the Super Streets.
Yeah.
Cam Huntress.
What's going on, John? Welcome to Mainly Motorsports.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. Thanks for having me on.
We've got a big weekend coming up.
Yeah, I'd say it's probably one of the biggest for Lee. The Big Block Supers is my MSF coming back to town. Ollie Silva Midsummer Classic. Just hits different. Glad to see them coming back. It's good to see them having a good car count, supporting a lot of the NAS guys supporting the Yisma stuff. So they show 17 cars pre-entered. That's more than I'm happy with. I know that we'll see maybe a couple floaters show up as well.
No, and that's always good. And you know, you got some guys coming in from the Midwest, you got some guys coming from New York, and one thing that really helps is you got a couple guys coming over from the great state of Maine, so that brings that Maine contingent of fan clubs, you know, that helps support the grandstand side of things, you know.
No, 100%. It's good to see a lot of the posts online. You know, a lot of the people from out west that are specifically coming out for this one event to the state of New Hampshire. You know, making flights and long road trips and carpooling together. That's kind of what makes this event what it is. You know, to see everybody getting together and making the long haul over to see just one show.
You know, John, you've been in your position for a couple of years now, but this classic's been going on for many, many years and decades. What is it like to be in your position with the weight of something that big at your track and to make sure everything fires off flawlessly or as close to flawlessly as possible?
It's you said it. You got a couple years under my belt now. I'd say the first time we brought him back, it was very stressful. It still is pretty stressful. You got to make sure all your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted. But I try to keep a main focus on hiring good staff and making sure my staff is able to do their job. And once they're able to do that, I'm letting them do their job so I can focus on mine. And we've had a great income of staff coming into the track in the last couple of years, and it's just phenomenal to be able to sit back and focus on the couple things I need to do and not run around with the chicken like my head cut off. But nevertheless, it's stressful no matter how you slice it. The place is going to be packed. We're going to have a lot of cars. We're going to have a lot of parking problems and stuff like that. It's inevitable. But to be able to go in and have confidence and your chin up towards the mountain with your staff behind you, makes a world of difference.
For those that, this is Mainly Motorsports, and John's at a racetrack in New Hampshire. A lot of us already know John, but for those that don't, general manager over at Lee USA Speedway, fellow brother announcer, and pretty darn good at it. So it's good to talk to you tonight. You have the special race coming up. Tell us about how your season has unrolled for you guys. We battled the weather early on in the year, but have you been able to find the groove and have a good season?
Yeah, we started out a little choppy with the obviously the rainouts. I think that was hitting everybody across the East Coast. Really across the country. But once we started to get a better weather pattern underneath us, we really kind of came into our own zone. We've been doing a lot of specialty themed events with a lot of special themed trophies. Greg's on the show. He helped us with our helmets earlier this year and last year. And once we were able to kind of get our groove and had Mother Nature working with us, we've had a pretty good season. But as it's race season, you get into August, September, it's big show season. So, this is kind of where it all counts.
Yeah. I will say, Friday night was like the third or fourth time that I've been to Lee this year. And Lee, I would say 5 years ago, had a bad rap about how long stuff takes. Last year, the program got a little better. This year, we drove out of there Friday night, and obviously we were last feature pros, and packed up, talked to the crew and stuff like that. And me and my girlfriend drive out of there, and we're driving down the road, and she's like, "It's 9:30 at night. This is the earliest I've ever been on a Lee."
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm like, and the show was done. They've really stepped their game up. John and his team have really stepped their game up to make the show smooth and transition like it should,
Yeah, I worked there before John came on, I think the year before, and I struggled with a lot of that myself, too, because doing the job that I do with the hours, and then, the time requirement that Lee, had, I was getting home at 1 in the morning.
Right.
Yeah, the efficient program, because there's some things that no matter what John does, he can't control.
Right.
Yeah.
The cautions, the wrecks, but you can control the timely manner of cleanups of the cautions, and you're right, they run a really
instilling in
nice
the drivers
program.
Instilling in the drivers that you have X amount of time, and that's it.
Yep. And I noticed that when they post their schedule, laps, minutes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You're out.
Yeah, makes a big difference.
Yeah.
General Manager of Lee USA Speedway, John Espernette, has joined us here tonight. When does racing start on Friday for you guys, and when is the best time to show up if you really want a good parking space? As you said, there's going to be some parking issues.
Thursday.
Issue isn't really the word, I guess. It's gonna be packed. We have plenty of space to park cars, but this is the one out of 2 or 3 nights a year where it's gonna be stuffed. So racing starts at 7 o'clock. I would say if you want a good seat and a good parking spot, you're gonna want to get there by around 3:45 to 4:30 in that window. It's gonna be a real busy night. I think a lot of people are gonna be coming early, and we're also gonna have the Advanced Auto Parts crew on hand. They're gonna be sponsoring the night. So they'll have a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of setup. The first 500 people will get in, gonna get some goodie bags with some cool stuff to wave around throughout the night. And,
That's
we're
awesome.
gonna make the most out of it.
I love it. John Espernette, General Manager over at Lee USA Speedway, has been our guest here tonight. Go out, support that track on Friday night as they do one of their marquee events. Give them a like on Facebook, follow them on social media. And again, it's the Ollie Silva Classic coming up on Friday night. John, thank you for taking time out of your night to give us a call.
Hey, thanks for having me on, guys. We'll see you Friday night.
All right,
See you
good luck,
Friday.
John.
Thank you, John.
So we have a couple of great marquee events this month here. We have the Ollie Silva Classic coming up in just a couple of nights. Last weekend, I think, really set the stage for the Oxford 250. And is it Dale Shaw? Is it DJ Shaw's race to lose at this point, or is he peaked too early?
No.
It's only August.
Yeah.
It's funny when I was watching that and you mentioned the word peak, and the guy that always comes to mind, and I think of peak, and it was probably back from the late model days, was Ricky Rolfe. Dominated.
Oh. I thought you were going to say Bobby MacArthur, but
No.
No.
Anyway.
I didn't. I
You
said
had to start
we're
the
talking.
race.
Why we-
We're talking about peaking, not puking.
Oh my god.
And but I remember one year Ricky Rolfe couldn't lose there, and then when it came to the 250, so I think DJ. And the thing that always worries me about guys like DJ, and I say that, and Jeff Taylor goes and wins it last year, is he has to give so much guidance and assistance and listening to people, leaning on him for support on that weekend, is that's when they kind of fall by the wayside, you know. And that weekend now he's got 4 races,
Yeah.
you know. You wonder if it's too much.
So we're talking about favorites, and I think we'll spend more time on it next week and in the weeks leading up, or the shows leading up to the 250. But there was one guy that jumped into the conversation as far as what I saw on Sunday, and it was a car that you had a lot to deal with, and that was Cole Roby. He was like, there was a lot of follow the leader, and I think that was just the nature of the afternoon. But at the beginning of the race, your dude was going 3 wide, and he passed like 10 cars. I think he passed more cars than anybody else in that race.
Started 28th, and he did it on his own. Like, there was no coaching there. Like, I shouldn't say that, because I've been, like, trying to work with him on his line in the 3rd group. Like, like, you gotta, at some point, you're gonna have to go there. So, and trying to help him with how to drive the 3rd. Anyway, in the race, they go green, and, you know, past his initial start goes down to the green, down to the line, basically. And he just set out, and when I said green's out, he started going. And there's no resistance. And when they're side by side, anyway, race monitor, when you take the green and you go the complete lap, when you cross the line, it shows lap 1, your position. You know, you can see that. He went from 28th to 22nd in 1 lap.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think he netted out. We stopped going forward and got back down and just got in a road around 14th.
You know, a lot of guys, a lot of young guys will consider that like their breakout race, and you look back at, you know, people who have, I wouldn't say necessarily won, but ended up on the podium. I think of a year, I don't know the year, but when Ryan Moore was really starting to break into super late model racing, he had a 3rd. Joey Powalczyk, he had a 3rd one year. I think 3rd seems to be the young guy position where you're not yet the winner.
Silas Ripley.
Yeah, I was going to say Silas last year. Yeah.
I think Cole could be in that position this year. He may not
Ontario.
win. Yes.
Yeah.
See? So there's some magic to that.
So Cole is going to race the 250, as far as I know. I have prior commitment with Garrett Lamb. So I don't know what they're doing. I have an idea. Haven't got confirmation.
Bobby MacArthur.
No. But what I was going to say when I rose my hand is, like, I don't know.
Can I go
You want
back?
to? I don't know. You want to do predictions or not? But like
Next week, let's
next
do
Tuesday,
this.
I'm
Yeah.
out. I got main vintage monthly meeting.
Oh, okay.
So
Fair enough.
yeah. So I have to.
You want to do it now?
I have to pass on this.
Do you
we
want
need it-
to
so we need-
give us your top 3?
I don't.
You want to call us from the meeting?
No. Let's go with his top 3 right now, and then we'll figure this out.
I don't know. Like, obviously, it's so hard to tell because it's Oxford. You don't. You can sit here until you're blue in the face, but it's hard to go against DJ after
I think
Friday,
DJ's
Saturday, Sunday performance.
Yeah.
Night and day.
Right.
You know?
It was like both, and it was the same car.
Was it the same? Because
I
saw Saturday
that's
night,
what I
but
heard.
I
I
didn't
don't
see
know how true
Sunday.
it
He
is.
said
I'll
he was
find
going
out
to use
tomorrow.
the
I'm going
same.
there.
Yeah.
But like, DJ, Garrett Hall.
Garrett Hall is on a roll.
He's sneaky fast.
You know who I
Yeah,
love?
nobody even pays attention to it.
Johnny Clark.
Yeah.
Always there.
I watched him a lot during that
Yeah.
race on Sunday, and he was consistent. Nobody was really fast, right? Everybody was just kind of there. Was a lot of follow the leader, as I said. And I was talking with Trevor Sanborn a little earlier, and we were talking about the day and whatnot. And he said, one of the hardest things and he had a really, really, really tough day. I think he lost an engine or something or other. But the toughest thing about running Oxford, just the way that it's set up, plus the way that race cars are now, is everybody kind of has, I would say everybody has their stuff bought. You certainly play within the box, but the box is a lot smaller. And on a track that's kind of tough to pass, track position's everything.
I'm gonna throw a few other names. Obviously, Austin Terrace,
Oh yeah.
Definitely Austin's in there.
Micro.
Yep.
That
Yeah.
you can say what you want, but when it comes to crunch time, if he has it under him,
He's determined.
Yeah, if he
Yeah.
has the track position. I
if
don't
he
know
has,
if he.
if he has the car, track position, whatever. With what you're saying,
Mhm.
that's for everybody. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you have for a car. If you don't have everything together, you're not gonna pull it off.
I saw Cole Roby pass 10 cars, man.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, like,
Just kidding.
Yeah.
but like, that's
Cole
what I'm
Butch
saying.
is back.
Oh,
yeah,
boy. Yes.
Cole Butch is back.
And
I
who
mean,
isn't racing?
I'm gonna throw out a weekly name. You know that. Well, few weekly names, obviously. You know, Kate has been good.
Yeah, she's been.
Scotty Robbins is sneaky good,
Yeah.
and
He knows how to win that race.
yeah,
has.
and Littlefield is on.
McDaniel?
Yeah, Littlefield ran a really good race the other day. You know, like you kind of what. McDaniel knows how to get it done in the third groove, but
What do you think the key to winning the race is as a spotter?
as a what?
Yeah,
what
you mentioned the third groove. It's like, do you have to have a car that you spend a lot of time with Cole going over third groove stuff? Do you push that because that's going to separate you from the pack?
No, it's because I believe that there's 2 lanes to pass at Oxford.
So did Dick McCabe.
One's the first and one's the third group. The
Yeah.
other one
Yep.
is non-existent.
Oh, I think your mic cut out there, bud.
My, I can hear myself fine. Okay. How about now?
There you
Even
go.
better, even better.
He can hear himself.
As long as he can hear himself, he's fine.
That's what I say on the
we
radio.
we are a room of self-seeking missiles, man.
No, I think
Oh,
that a
God.
lot of people have
This-
it's
You just never know.
You never know, right?
Yeah.
Ron Farnsworth could have won the 50 in, 1987.
you could have a great car. Like a couple years ago, Dave Farrington and Jeremy Wolf both had good cars and wrecked in the middle of the backstretch. You know.
Yeah,
Mhm.
is Corey Hall coming down? I haven't even.
Yeah.
I haven't heard
even
that
looked.
Corey Hall's coming, is
I
he?
think Corey is.
Is he?
I haven't heard for sure, but is Bubba's coming back?
Bubba's, yeah.
So
Yeah, that's right. Bubba's coming. Yeah.
So it's just one of those races. Everybody's now starting to talk
What-
about it. We're halfway through August.
let me ask you a question. I'm just gonna you wanted to do hypotheticals about a stupid sign hanging on a dead racetrack.
Yeah, sure.
So
Well, not
Right.
passive aggressive or anything.
I think we were a little irritated by that, but
so
okay.
let's
it's
let
like
me
arguing with my
let
girlfriend.
me throw let me throw hypotheticals at you.
Yeah.
Who has arguably been the best car at Oxford the last 2 years?
That's 2.
Jesus. Well, he's not
JD.
racing.
Yeah. Okay. He's not racing.
Yeah.
Whose cars does he race?
Yeah. Peters.
Shaw cars.
Do you think that technology hasn't
Oh yeah.
trickled,
I think the
trickled
sh-
down
I
so
just-
that
oh,
yeah.
definitely.
so that they take that money?
And you don't. Yeah. Do
Yeah.
you not think that
Yeah.
in the background he's going to be helping one of those
That
cars?
thing looked an awful lot like a Red 7 the other day.
Yeah.
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 Mm.
Let's
That's all I'm
fi-
saying.
and that's kind of what I
Put that in
think
your pipe
they
and
have been
smoke it.
putting.
Yeah.
I think they were saving the car that was like that.
Wait a minute, he can't run the 250?
JD?
Joey DeWiron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right.
Nope.
As of
That's-
today, no.
that's-
As of today,
As
he
of today.
can't. And I truly don't think.
Don't
he's
I
going
don't
to.
know any
Y'all-
details
You
on
guys
it. I
keep
just-
up more than I do, but
Yeah.
like, what's the reason? Did he
There's-
punch somebody?
No
No.
reason.
Did he kick somebody's dog?
Somebody who owns the track just felt like
So there's after
now
the
I'm pissing
300,
Steve
there was
off.
some social media,
not on Joey's part.
but some tied in things, and you know what I mean. So no real,
No good reason.
no real legitimate, solid.
So if we called him right now and said, "Hey, you racing the 250," and he would say no, and I would say, "Oh, okay." As someone who doesn't understand what's going on, can you tell me why you aren't running the richest race in the state of Maine, New England, blah blah blah? And he wouldn't be able to answer that question.
No, he can tell you.
They're banned from the 250 in the
Like
facility
for
Oxford.
life.
Well, as of right now.
As of right now.
Wow.
Which we all know how his lifetime bans work, but
You know,
I truly find it interesting. Me and Steve have this conversation, and he doesn't really want me.
Wait a minute. So he's
This-
banned
this-
on because of
this
social
irritates
media.
Steve. No, well, that's the reason, but
So-
he didn't write anything on social
But there's,
media.
I don't even know if there's a real.
There's no real reason.
There's
it's
no-
just
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
exactly.
Like, just explain it.
No. So people are saying, "Oh, well, I heard, he was not within the rules, or he was this, or he was that.
Yeah, if you break the rules, you break the rules.
Exactly, but
And
none
if
of
you
that
have-
is true.
But I will say, if you have a social media rule written into your rules and you break them,
But he
then that's fine.
himself did not post anything on social media. It's what social media said.
Does nowadays.
And it irritated.
You know.
Was he tagged in it and then it ended up on his profile?
I don't even know.
Wait a minute, is this where we're at, where a guy can't race because of a social media profile that he didn't even write himself? And he
Could
was
be.
just tagged. It's like a Noah Gregson thing where he liked he shouldn't have, but he liked a post
something that
wasn't even his organic content.
But
It's
so
muddy.
that's the take.
I'd
on
like a
it
clear
all.
answer on that.
But
I don't
even know if there is one.
Joey's busy
Dude, it's a
being
fair
getting ready
question.
for Berlin. So
Yeah, they're
he's
in
not-
Berlin right
so
now,
he's not.
so-
He's probably not listening to us right now.
Right,
but
he will as a podcast.
But as what I would say, and this is our fight, is if he is no longer banned in the next 10 days, will he race? I
Yeah.
say he won't.
I would, and then I would do it, and then I'd win, and then I would call it out in victory lane. But then again, that's why I can recognize the respect if like the guy actually put the sign up that we think now put the sign up.
I
So it
know
all
it's.
goes round and
I know
round.
I know we're over, and
Yeah,
it's 7
Oh,
whatever.
yeah.
Well, Casey
Okay,
Kasem's
sorry.
not on tonight, so we can
That's
go a few
right.
minutes
So
over.
we
Oh,
can go.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Casey Kasem.
Kasem.
Okay,
Passed
that's
on.
only on Monday
Let's
nights.
let's
Yeah.
get off the topic and talk about the Emma's Ride thing real quick.
Oh
Sure,
yes,
yeah, man.
absolutely. 'cause that's coming
that,
right up.
That is this Saturday.
Nice.
It's leaving. I think they're leaving at like 10 or 10:30 without looking at a flyer or whatever. But it's basically everybody's meeting at like Port City in South Paris, West Paris, whatever that is. Port City, Paris, former building of Crazy Horse Racing.
Google it.
And then the ride is going to be 2.5, 3 hours. There's stuff on Facebook. Just look up the Emma's Ride thing. But then
And it's true. You don't have to have a motorcycle.
no,
right?
no. You can,
You can
have
join.
a car,
You can join
motorcycle,
anything.
whatever.
Yep.
And then it's meeting at Spencer Group Paving in Turner. I think it's 1240 Turner Road or something like that. For the afternoon with a cookout, we're going to do the waffle, give away the stuff that we had for the waffle, which is sold out, which is awesome. And then collect the other money that we're going to collect from T-shirt sales and donations and stuff, and
It's great.
give them a big check.
What are you guys up to this weekend?
Racing. Oh,
Oh,
racing.
geez.
Oh, I said it wrong. Racing.
Karting.
Well, we do have one
Karting,
more.
yeah.
Yeah, we got a
karting.
race, and
we
then
have a big race.
We got
It's
one
for
more
our
race
masters.
for our masters, and then we got
It's
a
a
couple
big money
weeks
race
off.
for
and,
him. Yeah.
yeah,
So is that what Brick's in, the Masters?
the masters.
Masters. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's a class for 35 and older.
Yeah. How come Brick's got a short wing?
I
That
don't
can't be
know.
why Tanya likes him.
Nah,
Oh
I don't
my
know.
gosh.
So that division is 35 and older, and
And it's pretty competitive.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we're giving them a money race.
they got a money race, and then then we got a couple.
What are we
weeks
gonna do
off.
to make Brick start at the tail?
He does after he
If
wins.
he wins, he has to, and he won last week. So.
Yeah, he keeps winning, doesn't he? Is it
No,
No.
I mean, I think he is the point
He
leader.
is.
So
Yeah. He
this
let me
week
know
you
that.
won't have
You're
to.
making him out to be
He let
David
me-
Gravel.
He let me know that today that he is the point leader.
Yeah.
So.
Can we make him start like a half a straight?
Well, he won't have to this week because it's a
It's a
big race.
draw.
So it'll
Yeah.
be like, you know what I mean?
Have to qualify
Shane
him.
Van Bricksburg.
Yeah. Can we? Let's do a to the rear challenge for Brick.
Oh, depending
Brick's,
on.
Brick's
oh.
race is paying $2,000 to win this week.
No way, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we do it upright.
Dude.
Yeah. Yeah. We
$100.
what?
$100 to the
You're
rear
going to throw in
challenge,
$100
only for
to
Brick.
You'll-
challenge him?
He
Only for
won't do
Brick.
it.
Huh?
No, he won't do it. But
Well, I understand that, but that's why I'm saying it.
No, he
I'll
might.
tell him you put up a grand.
He's listening.
I ain't
know
putting up
he's
a
listening.
grand.
Listen to Big Mac.
I'm saying $100.
Speaking of Big Mac, you know what me and her did this past
Listen,
weekend?
Speaking
We
of
did
my
not have
Jeep,
a Big Mac.
speaking of my Jeep, it didn't take the fix well.
So,
Oh, no.
so we sponsored a horse.
Oh, yes.
We sponsored a horse.
We didn't know that.
Like horses. I said, hey, I want to sponsor your horse. This
It's
this
one of
little
our-
girl, her brother races at the track, and she does
And she
show
shows
horses.
horses.
I thought she raced it in like the little Kentucky Derby stuff. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, right?
Yeah, I get it.
She
so
shows them.
she shows it, right?
Was that
So-
you on the horse or you in
No.
No, 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 no.
So-
That's an OSHA
I said-
violation waiting to happen.
Can I buy you some carrots for your horse? She goes, the peppermints. I go, what's that? You like your old
Peppermints.
Nana candies
Yeah.
you eat? So we bought bags of candies and we sponsored the
Well,
horse.
he sponsored the horse because he wanted his name
in the Facebook
in the
post.
Facebook post. Now,
She won, like,
we don't have
all
an
the
ego
thing.
problem at all.
Right? She won the whole day, like the whole show day. So, and thank me and Debbie Dorr for sponsoring the horse all day. Like we
He's
got
so
all
happy.
these ribbons. I'll text you the picture. All these ribbons and stuff. So we
Nice, dude.
sponsored a horse.
Of course.
Somebody's trying to call in.
Yeah,
Lord.
we do have to wrap up the show, though.
It's probably Casey Casey.
Yeah, no.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Shout out to record man Rob Collette. He's tried to get in a couple of times, but we were
shoot.
in
Call us
between our
next
guests
week.
and stuff
Call
like
us
that.
next week.
Call us next week.
we
Rob.
will
I
have
don't
to-
know.
He can come on the show because I got to be at the
Oh, yeah.
Why don't we have him on the show next week? We gotta really prep him as far as the swearing
yeah,
part goes,
yeah.
because we do have our FCC
All
license
right,
to protect.
Rob, I'll call you on the way home.
All right, bud. Hey, thanks for supporting our show. Big thank you to Dow Excavating Incorporated, now looking for a CDL driver, dowexcavatinginc.com, and also another platinum sponsor, Rejuvenate Canna, supplying Maine with the best flour, getting ready to open a retail location very, very soon. That's our show, 7:09. For Steve Perry, Debbie Dorr, Greg Emerson, my name's Andy Austin. It's been a blast, and we will talk to you next Tuesday. Greg, have a great meeting there with the Maine Vintage Race Car Association. This is Mainly Motorsports on Seacoast Oldies.
Motorsports.